Clarissa, you're good to go.
We're ready? Okay. Good evening, everyone. I call this Water Authority meeting to order. I call this September 23rd meeting of the Albuquerque-Bernalillo County Water Utility Authority to order. Member Davis and Nair are all excused. Other members are present this evening via video conference. Next, we have the pledge, a moment of silence, and the pledge by Trustee Rael. But first, I just want to say that during our moment of silence, just to, think of our justice that just passed and, all the other folks that we've lost in our community to the virus. And, during this time of Black Lives Matters and some of the folks that we've lost to some injustices, if people just bow their head in a moment of silence. So thank you. Mr. Rael.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. As posted on our website and noted on our published Water Authority agenda, this meeting is being held via video conference. This meeting can be viewed live through different platforms on Comcast, Channel 16, GovTV, website, and YouTube. These live streams can be accessed from most smartphones, tablets, or computers. For those watching on live stream, thank you for joining us. The video recording of this and all past Water Authority meetings will also remain available for viewing at any time on the Water Authority website. The Water Authority accepted general public comments and comment on the meeting specific agenda items in written form via email through 4 p.m. today, and these comments were distributed to all board members. So with that, we'll get started. And now we have the item number 3, approval of the minutes. I make a motion to approve the August 19th minutes. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner O'Malley. Thank you, Commissioner O'Malley. Hi. I owe you a phone call. Ms.
We'll go ahead and do roll call. Chair Pena,
Yes.
Chair Pena, Chair O'Malley,
Yes.
Member Jones. She is having technical difficulties, so we're on the phone with her. Member Biscotti,
Yes.
Member Quesada,
Yes.
passes unanimously.
Thank you, Ms. Carrion. I'm actually having some issues with my mute and unmuting. The city's trying to work on that, so I apologize for any interruptions with that. Anyway, next item is 4, proclamations and awards. We have none this evening. Next item 5, public comment. As previously stated, public comment was accepted prior to the meeting by email. So we don't have anyone in the check or anything. Ms. Carrion, no? In the queue?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Next item is announcements and communication. Our next meeting scheduled for October 21st, 2020 at 5 p.m. via video conference. One other announcement, I'm going to take kind of a personal privilege. I was talking about this one. We were in the queue waiting to get onto GovTV, but I just really want to comment on the 2020 census, and hopefully people out there are making sure that they complete it. As you know, it's a lot of valuable resources for our community. And I was commenting that Commissioner Quesada did a really, really funny video. So if you haven't had a chance to see it on Facebook, check it out. Thank you for that, Commissioner. Next item we have is item 7, introductions of legislation. And we have none. We have none, I guess. Is that correct? That's correct. Okay. Next item 8, consent agenda. We have AC 2026 FY 2020 fourth quarter performance indicator report. And then I guess this is just a consent agenda. Do I just read them all? C20 2027. We don't have anyone. We don't have to vote on these, right?
That is one swift motion. They're all under consent, and you can choose to take them off of consent and move them to approvals if you choose to do so.
Okay, so there's C 2027, increase the price agreement cap with Mutual of Omaha for employees' life and disability insurance benefit, and C 28, approval of contract with Smith Power Products as a result of B, bunch of numbers, fixed mount and 1M trailer mount. So is there a motion for approval of the consent agenda?
I'll move for approval.
So there's a second by Commissioner Quesada. Ms. Carrion, if you'll take the roll call.
Chair Pena,
Yes.
Vice Chair O'Malley,
Yes.
Member Piscotti,
Yes.
Member Quesada,
Yes.
and we are still trying to get Councilor Jones on the phone. So
Okay,
that
if we
passes
if we can get both those votes into the record by the time we end this meeting, that way we can proceed.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Approvals. Item 9. So we have A 2019 authorizing an agreement for water and sewer service for Wintergreen Apartments. We have Mr. Chris Cadena. Mr. Chris Cadena, are you there?
Madam Chair, members of the board, I present to you a development agreement for Wintergreen Apartments. It's the second hearing for this development agreement. They're located on West Side and Golf Course near the west side of town. It's in the city of Albuquerque, but outside the Water Authority's adopted service area. And water and wastewater service is contingent upon the developer connecting to existing water lines and building some sanitary sewer infrastructure. And development will be required to pay utility expansion charges and water resource charges. Thank you.
Thank you. So with that, I'll make a motion for approval. Is there a second? Commissioner O'Malley? Ms. Carrion? The roll call?
Chair Pena,
Yes. Yes.
Vice Chair O'Malley,
Yes.
Member Piscotti,
Yes.
Member Quesada.
Yes.
That passes unanimously.
Okay, next, under B, we have R20, authorizing an agreement for water and sewer service for Sonta Green apartment. Mr. Chris Cadena.
Hello again, Madam Chair, members of the board. I present to you a development agreement for an apartment complex known as Sonata Green Apartments. It's located near Paseo and Universe. It is within the city of Albuquerque, but outside the Water Authority's adopted service area. And this development will extend some water lines, build some sanitary sewer lines, and will ultimately be required to pay utility expansion and water resource charges. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing none, I'll make a motion for approval of R20. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Piscotti. Ms. Carrion, roll call vote.
Chair Pena,
Yes.
Vice Chair O'Malley,
Yes.
Member Piscotti,
Yes.
Member Quesada,
Yes.
and Counselor Jones is not going to be joining us. She's having technical difficulties and apologizes.
Okay. Does that do anything to mess with our quorum?
No, ma'am, we have a quorum.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Next item is C, R21, authorizing the Water Utility Authority to submit an application for funding to the Water Trust Board for Advanced Meter Infrastructure Project Phase 6. That's Ms. Elizabeth Anderson.
Oh, thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. This is, as you said, this is a request for an authorization to apply for Water Trust Board funding for Phase 6 of our AMI. That's the Automated Meter Infrastructure Program. This will provide at least 16,000 meters on the system. We're requesting to apply for a $2 million Water Trust Board grant, and that would be we'd be providing a 60% match, which is $1.2 million. And this is actually similar to the Water Trust Board application that we were just awarded in 2019 or in 2020. So we received funding then too. And I stand for questions and I recommend approval.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing none, then I motion approval for R21.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Quesada. Ms. Carrion, roll call.
Chair Pena,
Yes.
Vice Chair O'Malley,
Yes.
Member Piscotti,
Yes.
Member Quesada.
Yes.
That passes unanimously.
Thank you. Now D, C29, an agreement between the U.S. Department of Interior Bureau of Reclamation and the Albuquerque-Bernalillo County Water Utility Authority for lease of San Juan Chama water. Ms. Anderson, once again.
Madam Chair, members of the board, this is an agreement. This is authorizing an agreement to lease 7,000 acre feet of water to the Bureau of Reclamation for use to supplement the water in the Rio Grande and help them meet their obligations under the biological opinion. That would bring $0.7 million that would come into decade plan for Water 2120 activities. And I recommend approval and I stand for questions.
Thank you. Ms. Anderson, are there any questions? Seeing none, I motion approval of R29. Is there a second? Thank you, Commissioner O'Malley. Ms. Carrion, roll call.
Chair Pena,
Yes.
Vice Chair O'Malley,
Yes.
Member Jones, can you hear me?
Yes, and yes.
Yeah.
As a yes. Member Piscotti,
Yes.
Member Quesada,
Yes.
Wonderful.
Okay, Ms. Carrion, did you want to take Councillor Jones' vote now, or do you want me to just proceed and we'll do it later?
If I may be, I believe I already voted.
Actually, there was 2 votes that we were gonna ask for your vote on. One of them was for, we might as well go ahead and do it. How do you vote on approval of the minutes?
Yes. I
And-
approve.
The letter of introduction, there was none, and then the consent agenda?
Yes,
And then we had R19, authorizing agreement for water and sewer service, Wintergreen Apartments.
yes,
And then R20, authorizing an agreement for water and sewer service for Sona Green Apartments.
yes,
And then the last one is R21, authorizing the Water Utility Authority to submit application for funding for the Water Trust Board Advanced Meter Infrastructure Project Phase 6.
thank you. I think I just voted yes on that one.
Okay.
Thank
Did you? Okay. Okay.
Yes,
And
thank
then now we're on track, right, Ms. Carrion? So now we're on C30, approving the memorandum of agreement for the San Juan Contractors Association, Mr. Rick Sheehan.
Madam Chair and members of the board, this resolution, Madam Chair,
Is C33, approving service connection agreement for water and sewer service with Don, I don't know the last, John Debeges or whatever, for lots 43A, B, 44A, 44B, 45, 45B, 46A, 46B, 47A, and 47B in Paradise Heights. For Mr. Cadena, and if you could please say the gentleman's name, I know I massacred it.
Hello again, Madam Chair, members of the board. I've never met the individual, but I'm guessing it's John DeBassage. I could have totally butchered that, but that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
So this is a service connection agreement for 10 residential single-family lots. They're currently existing, and they're adjacent to existing water and sewer. So Mr. DeBassage just wants to connect these properties to existing water and sewer lines. It's outside the Water Authority's adopted service area, therefore requiring board approval. It's within the city of Albuquerque. And this development will be required to pay UECs and water resource charges. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing none, I'll make a motion for approval of C33. Is there a second? Somebody? Commissioner O'Malley, Commissioner Casada, thank you. Ms. Carrion, roll call.
Chair Pena,
Yes.
Vice Chair O'Malley,
Yes.
Member Jones,
yes,
Member Piscotti,
Yes.
Member Quesada.
Yes.
That passes unanimously. Thank you. We are now on our final item for the evening under other business. OB 11, Albuquerque Bernalillo County Water Authority Education Program during the pandemic. Miss Erin Keck.
Good evening, Madam Chair and members of the board. Tonight, I'd like to talk to you about how we have adapted the education program to continue to provide curriculum and resources to teach students during the pandemic. On my end, I'm getting a lot of feedback. Is that true for you? Okay, just for that. Before I get into the changes we've made, I thought I would briefly go over what the program looks like during a normal year. We are in-class presentations for students grades K through 12, including a puppet show for the youngest students, which would be those grades K through 2. Those are all science activities that are interactive and that have a water focus. Uh-oh, I lost my connection. Okay. Am I still here? Okay. We also offer a 4th grade trip. It looks like I'm having problems with the web. Okay.
We can hear you, but you're fading in and out.
I apologize. Maybe what I'll do is try leaving the meeting and coming right back because I seem to be having a glitching. So I'll do that now. I apologize. Okay. Hopefully this is better. Did that fix the problem? Excellent. Okay, so I was talking about the 4th grade field experience that we offer all Albuquerque area 4th graders. That's an all-day field trip where we hike them through the Bosque. We talk about how humans have impacted the Bosque ecosystem, and then we bring them to the river and talk to them about where their water comes from. The last component of our education program is the tours of our wastewater treatment plant, which I lead. And those are geared more for older students, mainly in high school and college. Next slide, please. These are some of our accomplishments. I've been with the program over 10 years, and so it's been really neat to watch the program grow. We reach nowadays, we reach nearly 20,000 students per year, and we've received 2 national awards for our work, including one in 2016 from the Water Environment Foundation and one in 2017 from the National Association of Clean Water Advocates. Next slide, please. As you know, in March of this year, coronavirus came to Albuquerque and all schools were closed. So we had to quickly adapt our education program to meet the new needs, which were mostly online for students and teachers. The first thing we did is we created new website content. I created 5 new pages with a lot of new science activities for students of all grade levels that they could do at home using everyday materials that they could find in their kitchens or bathrooms, all of which were interactive and hands-on with a science and water focus. We created videos of some of our most popular lessons and an entire page devoted to what we call Bringing the Bosque to You, where we have a slideshow walking the kids through the Bosque with certain stops along the way. They could download and print an activity book that accompanied that slideshow. And each time they came to a stop in the Bosque, there was the opportunity for them to do some kind of activity so that, again, we could try to make the offerings engaging for them. I also collaborated with other science teachers throughout the city, and we came up with a new bilingual STEM activity each month, which I posted on our website. You might also know that the Water Authority is currently undergoing a facelift for our entire website, and that includes the education program's website. I have over 73 pages of content, which I am currently updating, and that should go live, I believe, before the end of this year. The next thing we did going into the summer was create a summer program, and we modeled our program after the National Parks Junior Ranger program. If you're familiar with that program, the kids complete a certain set of activities to become a junior ranger. So what we had in our program is they were to complete all the activities in a booklet that we created, and then they would become water warriors. So we created a 10-page booklet. We had those professionally printed, and I distributed over 1,800 copies of those to community centers, Title I schools, and libraries throughout the summer. And we got a lot of really wonderful feedback about that program. Finally, I used my time in the summer to update some of our curriculum. We have found over the years that the large majority of our requests have come from elementary school teachers. So we decided to focus on our middle school and high school offerings this summer. And in addition to updating the middle school activities, we created 2 new high school activities. One of them mimics the gathering or collection of eggs that biologists do in the Rio Grande each spring. Students simulate that data of collecting eggs, and then they use their data to follow the steps of a decision matrix to make a certain decision. For example, they might decide they want to release more water into the river. They might decide that they want to collect more eggs and transfer those to the refugium, or they could decide to invest more resources in habitat restoration. So that was really fun to work on. I collaborated with some of the biologists who work for the Water Authority to create that activity. And finally, another new high school activity that looks at how we treat wastewater, which includes the nitrogen cycle and carbon cycle, which is part of the high school curriculum. Next slide, please. So I just included a few graphics here so that you weren't just reading words on the page. This is what our new landing page looks like for the education program. If you haven't had a chance to visit that, and that takes you to the 4 brand new pages that we created this summer with a lot of new content. Along the right-hand side, you can see myself and the 6 amazing women who work with me to make this possible. Next slide. This is just the cover of the summer program book. That was a 10-page booklet that included science activities, a crossword puzzle with vocabulary. There was an art activity. We also had a maze where the kids followed the path of their water from the mountains all the way to their tap. And there were even some water jokes in there as well. Next slide, please. This is just a picture of one of the scientists I worked with out in the river collecting the eggs for the silvery minnow. And so we created a video to go with this lesson for high school students. And one of the things I really emphasize with high school students is that school to career pathways that they may explore as they get ready to think about their own careers. Next slide. So heading into the 2020-2021 school year, the first thing we did is create a survey for teachers, asking them what resources we could create or what we could offer to best meet their needs during this unusual time. We got over 80 responses, and they pretty much agreed unanimously that all of the online resources we had created were going to be utilized. They really appreciated the videos of lessons, so we're continuing to make new videos. There was a request for kits, especially in the low-income neighborhoods, so that we could provide students with some of the materials they would need to do the science activities. And there was a lot of interest in our virtual field trip as well. So after we compiled that information, we began creating kits. We're going to be providing kits for 10 schools in low-income neighborhoods. Over 350 students so far will receive a kit, and these are going to contain basic supplies to do science activities, activity books and instructions, so printed materials and pencils. And then finally, we focused on creating this virtual field trip experience for 4th graders so that the 4th graders this year won't miss out on this opportunity to visit the Bosque. There's a pre and post presentation that we give to each class on Google Meet. And then the main part of the virtual field trip is that we go down and live stream from the Bosque. And we stop and planned places along the way to share things. We wanted to make this experience as interactive and dynamic and fun for the kids as possible, because we know that they're sitting in front of screens for most of the day. So we have created these costumes, which I'll show you in just a second. We have planted in various places throughout the forest scat, animal tracks, and different specimens. We play animal sounds, and we engage the kids in singing songs as well. So last slide. These are just a couple of the costumes that we're using to give you an idea of how much fun we're having down at the river. On the left is our porcupine, and that costume's created entirely out of recycled plastic forks. Next, we have the trash princess. She teaches students how important it is to pick up their trash and to recycle and reuse materials as much as possible. The kids love the poop fairy, who goes running through the video, very stressed because she has a big job. She has to clean up all the dog poop left in the Bosque. And we talk to kids about how that can introduce harmful bacteria into the river. And finally, we have the cottonwood tree, who moves and speaks very slowly. And we interview her to find out more about the cottonwood trees that make up our forest. So I have gotten a lot of really positive feedback from teachers. So far, we started these virtual field trips last week. We've already reached over 350 students. We are able to hit about 4 schools a week. And I thought I would just end by reading you one of the comments that I got from a teacher via email yesterday. This comment came from a 4th grade teacher from Duranes Elementary. What a fun time we all had today. Please thank all of your associates that we met along the path. I think the kids really enjoyed the learning experience. A lot of hard work goes into what you did, and I want you to know we really appreciate your efforts. Thank you for making this exciting. It makes a difference in today's tough school setting. My hat is off to you all. So that's all I had for you. I stand for questions. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I think we'll close the screen now and I'll see if there are any questions thank you. Are there any questions?
This is Commissioner Piscotti. I don't have a question, but I just think it's awesome. It looks like so much fun, and it's great, I'm sure, for everybody to get out in nature and learn things. So yeah, I think it's great. Thank you for doing this program.
You're very welcome. I love my job.
Thank you. And I was going to say the same thing, I just love to learn more about what schools you're in. And especially, obviously in my district, but I'd love to know the schools that you're working in the district. It sounds like a great program. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a great evening.
You too. So we are now on the last item of the evening, and that is adjournment. So thank you, everyone. There's no other items. So we'll see you next time. This meeting's adjourned.